This might be the best new feature that Claude has launched since it came out. I've been testing it all day, and I've got to say, it's left me absolutely speechless. If you don't know what just dropped, it is essentially a new feature inside of Claude Cowork, which now allows you to teach a Claude skill to Claude with a video recording. So all you need to do is record your screen whilst you complete a task, talk through the task as you go, just like you'd do if you were filming a Loom video to onboard a new employee, and Claude will turn this into a skill which it can run again and again and again. Obviously, in the old economy, when you were onboarding an employee to do a certain task, you'd need to record videos of the task. Then you'd need to give them feedback. They would maybe mess up. You'd need to give them feedback again. And all of this was a very long manual process. Now, you can think of the new AI economy in the exact same way, except instead of training a human employee to do something, instead you are training AI. So you can just record your screen, talk through it, which I'll show you today with some of the best examples. Claude will write the skill, and then you can give it feedback, and it will always do it your way forever. It's not going to go against your guidelines. It's not going to waver. It's actually going to get smarter and learn over time. So I've been testing this all day. I've been compressing the real workflows that I use in my business and in my personal life into Claude skills using this feature, and it's crazy. Let me show you how to do it. And if you enjoy content like this where I help you get the edge on AI, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get into things. All right, so to access this, you simply need to create a new Claude chat. Even better if you do this within an existing project file where you already have your memory or instructions. The next thing you want to do is, instead of clicking on chat, you want to click on Cowork. This is the only way that Claude can access local folders. Then, of course, you want to select your model. Fable 5 is the smartest model, but it takes up a lot more usage. I would actually create the skills using Fable 5 because it's smarter. It's going to be able to distill things in a more accurate way and use better critical thinking. But then when you're executing, I think you can honestly switch down to Opus 4.8 or Sonnet 5, depending on the complexity of the task. Of course, if it's like, vibe coding or graphic design or something, you might want to use Fable for some stuff. But for, the majority of tasks, especially, things like accounting, client onboarding, and other workflows, which I'm going to discuss today, then Opus is going to work. So we'll run that split for the purpose of today's video. Then what you want to do to activate the screen recording mode is you want to click on the plus sign and you want to hit record a skill. This is rolling out across the world today, but you should now have access to it on the Claude desktop application. And then what you want to do is click start recording. You can obviously select the input for your microphone. Obviously, when I'm speaking, this is flashing white, so it can hear me. And you just want to click start. And then you want to click allow in your system settings. And right now, you can see at the bottom of the screen, it's capturing what I'm doing, and everything that I'm saying right now, it's capturing. So I'm going to tell Claude, hey, for the purpose of this video, let's go through an example of a client onboarding process that I want you to learn about, and then create a skill using my methodology. Now, the framework that I would think of this in is basically anything that you do that you think is repetitive, record it. Everything that you do that you don't know how Claude could automate it, still record it. Why? Because it literally doesn't take you any more time. You're going to be working anyway. Just go about your normal process and literally just sit down and dictate that process to Claude. So just literally work as normal. Every time you do a task, doesn't matter if it's accounting, doesn't matter if it is onboarding a client, doesn't matter if it's, content ideation, whatever it is, just do it and just speak. Because of this, I'm doing this, now I'm doing this, now I'm doing this. You probably have that internal monologue anyway. Some of you, like me, might even sometimes talk to yourself. You're just doing the same thing in front of Claude. And now Claude's observing you work. This is the same methodology that Mark Zuckerberg has actually been doing at Facebook, but now this is rolled out to a retail audience. Facebook now, or Meta, has keyloggers on employees' computers, and they screen record, and AI is basically being trained on them. It's the exact same concept here. So for the demo of this video, I'm going to show you two things that I think are really practical. The first thing is a client onboarding process. So if you're an agency and I run an agency, this is how you would onboard a client, and I'm going to teach that process to Claude. Then the second thing I'm going to show you is my content ideation pipeline, which I've actually been training Claude on today. I think it's going to be super impactful in my business. And then after that, I'll give you a variety of other ideas so you can start to get the wheels turning on the type of stuff you can do. Okay, so I'm going to speak to Claude. This is the process every single time I sign a new client. I want you to use this process and create a repeatable Claude skill so you can do it on my behalf in the future. So firstly, I have the client tracker here. When I want to onboard a new client, I go into the new deals folder. Then I open the deal memo for a client. In this case, this is a new client that wants to be onboarded called Meridian Labs. And these are the notes that I have taken from my note taker granola that has automatically generated this memo based on the last conversation that we had. By the way, that's a very cool tip that you guys can do. You can download granola or Fireflies, of course, or even Gemini Note Taker. You can have notes being taken, and then every time you have a call with a client, for example, you can just have something generated with the exact next steps. But in the future, you won't have to do the steps anymore, because once you train the steps, how you process information to Claude, you can just drop it into your co-work chat and use the skill, and it will literally be able to do it on your behalf. Okay, so whenever a new deal is signed, this is my process. I have the memo here. Then I go into clients. Then I create a new folder and I put the name of the client. So in this case, it would be Meridian. Then inside the folder, I create a new document with the exact terms of work. So in this case, the client gets $6,000 a month, and we have to do 5 pieces of content throughout the month, and we have weekly check-ins with the client. I need you to create a template to reflect that information. Then I go into my email, pretend this is my Gmail, and I say, hey, I enter the client name. We have processed your engagement. Here are the following terms. We'll attach the document of the terms so we're both on the same page. And then I'll send the email. By the way, Claude can automatically send emails on your behalf now with the connector, which is cool. And then once I've done that, I go back into the client tracker. Then I update the client tracker. So I update the sheet. I add the new client. So in this case, it's Meridian. Then I fill out all of the details. Then the second an invoice lands in my account, so scan my email for my reference from my accountant, I need you to add the payment status as complete. And then every time I have a meeting, I go into clients, Meridian, and then I put the meeting notes in. So my weekly meetings are all organized and summarized. All right, guys, now let's go back into Claude. Let's click done. And of course, like a real client onboarding process could be like a half an hour process. I'm showing you the sped up version, but imagine that for like 30 minutes with like really in-depth nuance of how you think about a client. This is amazing because it is basically forcing you to distill or knowledge compress, which is really the number one skill you need to have in AI, aka teaching Claude how you think. And I'm doing the exact same for my content process now. I'm going to show you in a second. It can literally think like me in terms of coming up with ideas on my behalf. It's absolutely insane. And I think this is made a lot better, especially if you use Fable 5, by the new image/video processing ability that Fable has. The Mythos class models are just very good at like recognizing visual cues. Like if you remember my video that I did on release, it basically was able to complete the entire, I think it was Pokemon Red from scratch. And I think the only reason it was able to do that is because it's very good at learning visually now, which this applies to a workflow on your computer. So what it's doing now is it's creating a skill based on everything I just showed it. It's absolutely amazing. Like this is what it generated literally with a few minutes of demonstration. Client onboarding, the flow for it, what it needs to do in steps, exactly how it needs to operate. And you can actually click now save skill. I'll show you this will save to your skill library. So if you click manage in the top right hand corner, or if you click on settings and you go into skills, this is how you can manage all of your skills. And if you ever want to download a skill, you click on the skill, for example, client onboarding, and you click download. I think it's very good practice on your computer to have a skills folder, just in case something happens to your Claude account, like you want to own your workflows and your skills. So have a skills folder. Of course, you can also back it up to the cloud. And every time you create a skill, drag in the skill. So we just did the client onboarding skill here. And you can basically just save all of these skills. And these are transferable to other AIs later. Because if you open it, you can actually open it with GPT or Claude. Of course, if you create it on Claude, it's probably going to work better on Claude. But this is the way that you can like own every single workflow in the business. And another tip I have for you is you can actually ask Claude Cowork or Claude Code, which is like a more advanced version, but Cowork works as well. If you just want to keep it under one interface, to keep this folder organized. So just dump all the skills in the folder, or you can even ask it actually to go through your downloads folder and take anything that is a skill.md or .skill in this case, and put it into the folder and organize it in terms of work type. So you could have, for example, subfolders called personal, and with all your personal skills, business, and then obviously within the folders, it can categorize it for you. It can do it automatically. And it could basically be like, I don't know, personal, finance, gym, etc., skills for everything, business, client onboarding, client proposals, content creation, ideation engine, etc. And you can have skills for everything. So that is how I would keep things organized. So if you want to use the skill that we just created, you basically go client onboarding, and I'll use Whisperflow, which is the way that I can speak with my voice into the computer. It's a separate application, but it's better than Claude transcription. I'll say, all right, I'm onboarding a new client. Their name is Focus Capital. Please run the skill. So now it's going to access the client ops folder, the same folder that I trained it on. And of course, because this isn't a real client, there's going to be no meeting notes for it to be able to scrape and execute the process. But if this were a real process, it would be able to complete now and copy what I just did. So that's one example, but let's move on to, I think, an even more practical example for me personally. So now I'm going to show you content ideation. So how to recreate viral YouTube outliers using this Claude skill. And you can also replicate the same thing for X. And you could also replicate the same thing for Instagram or whatever if you use the desktop application. So I'm going to go into Claude. I'm going to create a new chat. If it's in my YouTube strategy folder or has access to the instructions on a local folder, it's going to be able to know what my strategy is, which is also important. I'm going to click on the plus button, click record a skill, and start recording. My microphone's on, and I'm just going to start speaking to it. Hey, this is the process that I use to find viral outlier videos. So firstly, I go onto these AI accounts. I'll use Nate Herc as an example. He's absolutely crushing in the AI space right now, but you could do this across a variety of accounts. And I'll say to Claude, I am scrolling through his page right now. Analyze the videos that performed the best over the last 2 months. So the archetypes that are currently working. Basically what I do is I look and I see outliers. So, Opus 4.8 just dropped, that got 166. That was probably because the video was more timely. This one got 331. Clearly, Ultimate Second Brain is a topic that's working. This did really well. So Claude plus money did really well. How Claude is creating a new generation of millionaires. Then basically what I do is once I find the outlier videos, then I will go onto the video. I will take the link. I will then go onto Notebook LM. I'll put the link of the video in. This is a real process you guys can use, by the way, if you want to research. By the way, I don't just copy Nate's videos because YouTube strategy nerd speaking here. The best way to actually find viral outliers on YouTube is not copying big accounts because they're already big and established. They get natural baked in distribution. You're better off looking at smaller accounts that have hit viral outliers. So for example, if a small creator gets 1,000 views a video and then they do a Claude code tutorial and that tutorial gets 300,000 views, it's a strong sign that their packaging or their video really worked and it was a strong outlier. So a channel like mine that's bigger probably competes less with a channel like that on an outlier idea than Nate Herc. So I wouldn't do it on Nate, but I'm just giving you the example to show you the process. So if I click on it now, it'll auto-generate a transcript. This is great, by the way, because sometimes when I'm watching or I don't have time to watch a video or I'm watching it and I want to understand it better, I basically just take the transcript and I put it into Claude. So Claude is still listening to all of this, by the way. So basically take the entire transcript, so copy and paste it, then do this for all of the outlier videos, then tell me why each video worked, and then suggest spin-offs which are similar, which take the same ethos but are spun in a different way, so we're not competing with Nate's semantic lane on YouTube. And then basically I would take that information and I would use that to generate content ideas, and then I would use my video production skill, which is already saved into Claude, to flesh out a full script. So I'll click done. I think something really powerful is actually training Claude to copywrite using this strategy, because you can essentially record a video and update the skill every single time based on new information. For example, I write tweets every morning for my X account. If I sat down every single morning and did this process with Claude and explained why I'm writing it like this, why I'm making the hook like this, why I'm doing the work anyway, now I'm just recording and saying it out loud. I'm basically training the agent. I mean, it's no different to if you had a human employee. The example I used before, they would sit at your desk. If I was training a copywriter in person, they would sit at my desk and I would teach them and they'd learn from me and I give them feedback on their work. It's the same process, you're just doing it with Claude. I really think this on screen right now is the best mental model to use, because this is literally the exact same thing you're doing just with Claude. All right, so it's distilled my entire process. So how I use outlier research, it actually picked up on what I was saying to you about small channels. It now knows how to gather the candidate set and detect outliers, and it's created the skill. So I'll save the skill. Now let's actually put it into practice. So I'll say, now use the skill to come up with video ideas for Claude tutorial content. So what's really cool is it's actually scanning a bunch of channels now on YouTube. Now, of course, you can optimize this, because the best way would actually be to run a scraper and send it ideas based on certain keywords every day, and even run a manual process where, you just look through every day on video and send it to Claude. There are many ways you can do it. So this isn't perfect, but I think you get the point of how you could engineer this. If I spent an hour, I could engineer this perfectly. I would basically spend more time. I would ask it again after it's created the skill, what its exact process was. I would ask it to analyze its own process and look for weak points. And then I would ask it what automations we need. For example, do we need to bring in an external scraper or build a scraping tool to get the right information that it needs? And that process would basically make this bulletproof. But obviously certain processes are more complex than others. And remember, just like training an employee, you're only going to get out what you give. The more information you give, the more feedback you give, the more you scrutinize, the more you're going to be able to effectively automate. All right, it says the channel baselines are in, several monster small channel outliers already visible. Interested to see what it comes up with. All right, now the idea it came up with is hilariously an idea that I almost exactly have in my Notion because I think it's an outlier, and that was based on data my team found. So Claude Code explained zero coding required, and obviously you can have it for traders, like a variant, which is pretty cool. I spent 1,000 hours using Claude for crypto research. I think that's a good idea. And then it came up with a bunch of other ideas. How I use Claude Code, 6 months of Claude Code lessons in 27 minutes, very viral format. And once again, like if I was gonna test this, I would like break down its process and try and understand it even further. But this is pretty cool because whenever I want research on a topic, now I can just use the Claude skill that's trained on the exact process that I actually use. So what are some other examples of things that are worth doing this for on Claude? Well, if you are in sales or if you run an agency, there's client onboarding, there's proposals, there's follow-up for calls, pre-planning call agendas based on your calendar. So you can even create a scheduled workflow where Claude checks your calendar, sees a meeting coming up, and it'll pull based on your context. If you have like an Obsidian Second Brain or something set up with a context memory system, it'll actually be able to call upon that. You've also got obviously finance and admin. Like you can actually show it how you do your invoice reconciliation, monthly accounting, etc. Obviously content creation, we went through some of the ideas, but it could write a newsletter. It could do a thread. For example, I could show it how I take a transcript of a video and how I write a thread. I could just write one manually once and then it would take that process every time. You can also do e-com, so ticket triage, review replies. You could do automated like meta ads adjustments. So if you're into meta ads, you can show it how you adjust. Then it can also use its own strategic thinking on top of your existing process. Ops and research and, hiring, for example. What I've actually done is I've put a bunch more examples for you in this document, which has a mixture of personal use, screen recording tasks, and a mixture of business ones as well. A lot of business stuff also would apply to your personal life as well in different ways. And in the beginning, I've put a list of steps for the best way to conduct an onboarding plan. Once again, thinking about agents as employees, you can execute this process in the exact same way, and that's also laid out in the document. So if you want it, that is going to be available for free in the description below. You just need to sign up for the AI Edge newsletter. You'll get access to this document, and then you can start reverse engineering the process for yourself. So hopefully you enjoyed this video today. I think this is a very cool feature. You should test it out. I'm going to be testing it out a bunch more. And I would say it's one of the coolest features Claude has ever shipped. Honestly, it's sick. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely rest of your day. Peace out.